Right, we're dealing with the fourth character profile now. That would be the high C. C standing for compliant. Not my favorite term, but compliance really due to the fact that these people are sticklers for the law, for morality, for ethics, and so forth. So compliancy would be would have to do with, let's keep to the rules and let's be civil and decent and let's be, that kind of thing. But I prefer the term analytical. Okay, analytical is excellent because that's exactly what these people are. The old-fashioned term melancholic, which, as you would know, is the English term for sadness. Okay, all right, or even depression, but please don't read too much into that. That would be deep psychology. Remember, this is armchair psychology. So we're looking at people who are prone to being very serious and intense. Just understand that in the Middle Ages, the black bile was a fluid they suspected caused depression. Okay, but it doesn't actually exist. Okay, we've since found out. Okay, now let's have a look at this. What kind of people are there? I've got a lot of them. The one thing you would notice about all of them is that they had enormous impact. Okay, Beethoven, probably one of the best musicians who ever lived. Martin Luther King Jr., great civil rights activist. Okay, assassinated, I think, in the early 60s. Martin Luther, his namesake, in fact, he was named after him, the great reformer, 1517. Okay, Abraham Lincoln, probably one of the best presidents America ever had, USA ever had. Okay, ended slavery, committed, I don't know how many, 80,000 Americans died in the Civil War. And then Vincent van Gogh, probably one of the greatest artists who ever lived, who tragically also died by suicide in his 30s. So, intense people. Okay, notice also a strong artistic bent. Okay, this is also true of the melancholics. Strong artistic bent. All right, please note on projects, quality to be right data. So clearly these guys are going to be placed in charge of quality control. Clearly. Okay, clearly they're going to be placed in terms of risk management, and I'll talk about that later. To be right, hence the compliance, data fascinates them. So they're going to do the monitoring and quality checking on the project. Okay, all right. They're understanding the high C, major strengths, they're orderly, thorough, and analytical. Okay, there's a joke, of course, it's just a joke. So please don't be offended if you're a high C, but the first four letters of that word are sometimes used to define them. Okay, weaknesses, very picky, very too detailed, too cautious. Okay, too cautious. No, we're not going to do that. So they'll see the problem before they see the solution. They are glass half empty people. Please understand that. They see the problem before the solution. Okay, all right. Best environment, clearly defined, require position, provide reassurance. Okay, always, is it good enough? Is it good enough? Is it good enough? And you can say yes 100 times, they'll still ask, is it good enough? Okay, behavior and attention they will avoid, they just lock themselves away in their room. Like the D's, they are not people, so they prefer to work with the knowledge of the data and so forth. Okay, so you're not going to be put them in charge of the stakeholders, communication with the stakeholders and so forth. It's unlikely. Okay, all right. My ideal world is where I have perfection. They dream of perfection, not peace, not fun, not control, but perfection. Okay, I want to do it the right way. Okay, I like to analyze things. All right, my greatest fear is being wrong. Okay, how do you convince a high C? Well, they are method people. It's all about how you do things. Okay, all right, and how you disagree. It's actually quite easy because they love facts. You give them the facts. That's what you do.